Okay, Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good to see you today, Araya.
Thank you, sir.
Are you
Thank
ready
you, sir.
for today's
Of course,
interview?
yeah. I'm
Okay,
ready.
let's move into the very first question.
Okay, then.
Would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
A little bit more about myself. Okay, sir. First, I'm Gazwan Sabindarto, and I've born on Jakarta. It's going to be on Condet, Jakarta on Condet, on 2009, November 30. And basically, I'm now still 14 years old because now it haven't been November. And I have a few hobby that I like. Like one of them maybe playing some games or maybe doing some random stuff that I really like. And next, maybe it's going to be okay. I have one siblings there and it's going to be a girl and she's still 7th grade as I remember, and I have been on this boarding school for about 3 years now, and it's been a really great time for me. Maybe on a few years after this, I'm just going to miss this moment. That's all, maybe.
Okay. And how's your IT
My
skill
my
before coming
oh
to IDEA?
my IT skill. So basically, I've got a few IT skill before I've come here. My parents have told me that I got some maybe a few good things on IT. When I was still on elementary school, I like to build some things from maybe electronic or what. Like maybe I can fix a few things. It's not going to be any complicated things. It's only like some simple stuff. And after that, after my parents saw that uniqueness on myself, she told me that maybe you should do some robotic stuff. After that, my parents just asked me, would you mind to join some course of robotic? And I said yes. When I joined that robotics course, that's a great thing for me. I've been level 3 or what, I forget on that. And when I joined on IDN, I've seen a few good things. I mean a few advantage after I joined that course. I mean, like first, Scratch is the software that we use when I'm on that course. And second, that robotic stuff that we learn there, it's kind of the same thing as microbit stuff on 8th grade curriculum there. And second, maybe I know a little bit about laptops and phone, so maybe I got little IT basic before I've joined IDN. Okay, so maybe that's all, sir.
Okay. Now I'd like you to tell me about your improvement in IT,
on
English,
IT.
Dinia, and Tahfiz since you joined
Since
IDN.
joined. So the biggest improvement that I feel, it's from English. So before I've joined IDN on elementary school exactly, I'm a bit quiet kid there, but because here I then force myself to speak and do those things lah. After that, I've seen really big improvement on my English. Basically on just exactly it's just on speaking things lah. And there, my parents saw a few difference too on me. Like you got some potential on blah 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 blah, and the other. And for IT, maybe of course because IDN is a basic IT school, right? So IT, of course, I've got a lot of improvement since before I've joined. And before on robotic, I just knew this, and on IDN, I can improve a little bit more, and maybe join some competition on robotic, because I don't know why I kind of like robotic than the other curriculum. Then on Dinia, I know a lot of things now about the maybe Zero, Piki, and Akida that increase my knowledge on Dinia. And Tahfiz, yes, maybe that's going to be a little bit improvement because on elementary school I've memorized to just there, and now maybe it's improving a little bit, maybe 2.5 or what. And next, IT, maybe we're just going to focus again on English. So after I've seen a lot of improvement on myself, I would like to join a few competition there. And sorry for that, but before, maybe I kind of nervous on something. Maybe let's take an example from Islamic public speaking there. So on 7th grade, I feel like, oh my god, I'm an introvert and I should talk to everyone in front. What kind of things is this? But little by little, or maybe step by step, I feel like talking to someone, oh that's easy, and the other things, okay. So that's the biggest improvement on English, like my confidence and the other. Maybe that's all. Okay, sir.
Okay, that would be all. And next question, it's about your games. And
games.
please tell me in 1 minute about your games you created so far.
So far, I've learned 2 different software, but game developing. First is going to be Scratch, and Scratch for me, it's not going to be that hard. Either Buildbox too. Okay, the second is going to be Buildbox. Buildbox and Scratch have 2 main different things. Like Scratch, it's basically a programming language based on drag and drop. On there, we can create like a few unique things. Like I've seen some Scratch online form. It say, oh, this developer can make a 3D based game on Scratch. Even Scratch, it's only a 2D based game developing software. So like you can customize your own imagination on Scratch uniquely and openly, and that's thing. And the difference between Scratch and Buildbox, first, Buildbox is a software based on 2D and 3D game things. And if you really want to make some 3D games, you can choose the Buildbox blah blah blah. And if you're only enjoying on 2D game developing, you can focusing on the 2D stuff. And on my own opinion, both of them, it's maybe first time we learn, it's going to be hard. And for my favorite project, maybe the game that I like, it's my improvement on the last Scratch game. It's Bomberman. Okay, so Bomberman, basically Bomberman is just like we as a cat that can drop a bomb to eliminate some of the enemy, and that enemy is going to be a crab. So from there, we can earn some point after we eliminate some crabs there. And the little bit improvement or editings on that game, like I improve from a cat, I changed that things to a spaceship. After that, from a bomb, I've changed those system to be a missile. And there, it's not going to be only dropping, but I've changed it to be shooting. An enemy is spaceship. It's maybe sounds familiar to an aliens, so I use aliens to be an enemy. That's maybe one of my best project on Scratch. And on Buildbox, there's going to be Ninja Fruities. Okay, so that's all maybe.
Okay, one quote for IDN.
One quote for IDN. Maybe I've built a few mindset from IDN really bigly. Like my parents have told me that you have a lot of potential here. So I really appreciate it. IDN, thank you very much. You've changed me a lot from I'm really being a really quiet kid there on my elementary school. I changed to maybe a different guy, you know. And the other things, maybe I'm so sorry for IDN if I really do some trouble here or the other things. And maybe a quote for IDN are a great school, and we can improve ourselves. Like maybe self-improvement, not only self-improvement, like maybe some our knowledge there. So, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks for your participation for today's
You're
interview.
welcome, sir.
Yeah, that would be all. You may
Okay,
close.
thank you, sir. Okay. So, thank you guys for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we're just going to do the third last project here, and it's going to be a simple one because I'm not going to make it any longer time. So it's going to be 9 minutes, right? And what we're going to do now? Favorite project. Yay. So favorite project. So here, I'm just going to explain to you all of my favorite project on IDN. You know IDN, right? Good, good. Okay. So we've learned a lot of things here, and every one materials that I've learned, I have the most favorite project on that topic. Example, we start on Scratch. After that, we finish on Flutter. We finish on Portfolio, or maybe Flutter. I don't know. Okay. And maybe we're just going to talk about those things. And without any further to do, let's just talk about it. So, project. So what's the first project that I'm going to start? We're just going to start from Scratch. You know Scratch, the software that MIT kid made, and the software that our brother Ariki expert at. It's a really cool software, right, Ariki? Yes, he win IKCC. It's very cool. Okay, so Scratch is really cool. So what is the best project on Scratch that I have made? So it's going to be the what? Wait, the last project, the last game on Scratch. Catman, Catman, Bomber Cat. Yes. So Bomber Cat, that is my favorite project. So basically, Bomber Cat is just a cat that brings a bomb to explode all the crabs or the enemy. But I have the modification on it, and basically I've changed a few things there. Like I've changed the cat to be a spaceship. Blech. I hate those nostalgic feelings. That's the cringe moment on my junior high school. Okay, next, and the bomb, because I think that bomb is going to be kind of boring to be on display to kids. So I've changed it to missile. You know missile? You know a missile, rocket. Yes, a missile. Yes, it's a really cool one. So basically, the spaceship. This, as you can see, this example, my hand. Pew, 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 pew. See this, and it can shoot a missile directly. Boom. And after that, the crabs, because crab is going to be a really boring thing. So my, how old am I at that time? So my 11 years old brain thinks that crab is boring. So I've changed it to alien. Yay! So alien is a great thing for a game. At that time, what I'm thinking about. So basically, a spaceship that's shooting an alien. Oh, an obstacle. Don't forget, uh, that game. Of course, we're going to have obstacle. Example, this is going to be the biggest obstacle, and here my hand, it's going to be the spaceship. Then, if it's really crash into this obstacle, then we lose. Sorry because I cannot show you the real project. And next, Scratch is a fun software. So what the fun things next? Buildbox. So what is Buildbox? Buildbox. So we've learned 2 game developer software at 1 year. First is going to be Scratch, the cat things. And second is going to be BB, or Buildbox. So Buildbox separated into 2 types. First, the 2D games, and second is the 3D games. On Buildbox, maybe we have created a few games there. Maybe it's going to be 5. And 1, it's going to be the 2D game, and 4, the other, it's 3D game. So basically all of them, it's a really simple game. But we do all of that hardly. Patient. Because it's kind of hard at the time. Till now, maybe I forget some of them. So Buildbox is great, and I'm going to pick one best project from Buildbox, or maybe one favorite project from Buildbox. And it's going to be, wait, let me think. Running ball. Yes, running ball. I'm still remember that I modified a little bit on running ball to be ninja things, and that's maybe going to be my favorite on Buildbox. Why? First, it's hard. I think at the time I'm thinking that it's hard. Maybe until now, it's going to be hard too. And running is a simple thing, so I picked the things. So basically, what is running ball? So we have a ball that running for his life. That's all. So that ball going to protect himself from all the obstacle that we have. For example, we have red cubes. So that red thing is going to be an enemy. If our balls touch that red things, it will explode. Mamma mia. Okay, so what's the modified things that I created? So it's basically a ninja game. So it's cool for me because I make the 3D character design, and it's taking a long time. It's taking longer than the actual game. Maybe that's all. I'm just going to make things faster. Next, Figma. So what Figma is? So Figma is a really cool software. I create this boring moving presentation on Figma too. See, it's cool. It's better than PowerPoint maybe. You see that smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger. So that's cool. So Figma is all-in-one productivity software. You can do design, presentation, earning money, UI UX again, and another design, widget. You can play Pokemon game, watching YouTube, and all the things. And you can meet all different creators inside it. And we have all the good designer here on my class. I admire everyone. And next, the favorite project of Figma. So basically, what is my favorite project on Figma? First, maybe I'm just going to pick one. My most impressive project yet, it's going to be what? Yeah. Wait, let me think. On Figma, maybe the best project that I had, it's wait, Figma. Maybe this presentation, yeah, because favorite project means we should make this thing favorite too. Haha. Okay, next. Next, after Figma, WordPress. So I hate WordPress. Why? First, it's pay now. Please WordPress. Okay. So the WordPress, we only have one. Yes, we only have one project here, and it's going to be personal website. And I lost it. It's really sad. Okay. So WordPress is a really cool software. So for all, and the fun fact is around 70 until 60% website around the world, around the world, is came from this software, WordPress, because it's a really easy website software to create. Why? First, at that time, it's going to be a free software, and it's easy to use, template, and simple things we can do to create really cool things here. That's we call WordPress. If you want the higher level of this thing, you can try using some programming language. But WordPress still a good software. So next, after software is going to be Arduino. So it's not going to be Arduino. So it's overall a microbit or IoT stuff that we program on this minus and plus I. I don't know why they picked that logo. Okay, so Arduino. What is Arduino? Arduino basically is a really cool thing. We can create our own IoT system there. And what is please lah? And what is IoT? So IoT stands for Internet of Things. And what is Internet of Things? It's basically just some ecosystem that we create. Example, this is going to be an IoT television. And my laptop here is going to be another. And Afif, Ariken, the other laptop going to be another IoT system. And Haider phone too. The reason why IoT kind of cool, example, we can control this television, that laptop, if you guys can see, all of those laptop there with only a single phone. That's what makes IoT cool. And the second thing, it's kind of hard to learn it, really. I suffer to understand C code. Even I use AI. But it's cool. I've got a lot of experience with this software. So thank you, Arduino. Next, Flutter. So we're just learn this software on 9th grade. And it's basically just a really cool things to learn of Flutter. Why? First, it's a software engineering things. And second, I'm not really focusing on application C, but maybe I will learn it deeply later. So that's cool. And next, we're just going to make it faster. Google. So we're not learning Google here, but it's more to it's Google family. What? Not Google family. It's Google products. Yes. Thank you for Mr. Jun to let us learn. Who? Mr. Is Mr. Jun time, right? I forget. The main point. Thank you for the people who teach us about Google product. We learn Google site. We learn spreadsheet. We learn a little bit. Oh, it's Ustad Sharon. Sorry, Mr. Jun, you're not the one. So it's Ustad Sharon. Thank you, Ustad Sharon. So we learn Google site, spreadsheet, Excel. Once again, documents, Google documents, and all. So it's good. So thank you, Ustad Sharon. And sorry for Mr. Jun. And maybe that's all. Thank you, guys. I respect you all who really watching my project. And it's all about favorite project of mine. Basically, I'm Gazunar Sabrindarto. And maybe without any further ado, I'm just going to close this occasion. I'm Gazunar Sabrindarto. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So hi. Here, I'm Gazunar Sabrindarto. And it's going to be one of the last project on English this semester, of course. It's going to be the first semester. And here I'm going to show you maybe only a few of my country that I have planning to visit on. So basically this is our Earth, and Earth separated into a few countries here. As example here you can see Australia, or our beloved country Indonesia, or maybe the Africa continent here, and India and the other things. Okay. So Earth is going to have a total of 195 countries. And maybe if some of you guys nerd, you guys are going to ask why it's going to be 195 and why it's not going to be 193 if you guys are going to understand what geography things. So what's the two other things? So the two other country, it's going to be Palestine and Vatican City. Okay, that's good. I'm is nerd. Okay, good for I. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to have 5 countries here. Of course, I'm going to explain. As you can see here, you can understand all. First, it's going to be Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia located on the Middle East, and it's still a part of Asia, of course. And next, the USA. USA, it's one of the American continent there. It's a part of Mexico too on American continent. And next, Japan. Japan still a part of Asia, and it's a small island near with China there, and South Korea, of course. And after Japan, we're going to have UAE. So what is UAE? United Arab Emirates, if I remember, if I'm not wrong. So here is the UAE. It's really close to the Middle East. I mean, it's inside the Middle East and really, really close with the Saudi Arabia. With Saudi Arabia, I mean. And last, it's going to be France. So France, you know, France, Paris. That's a really cool country that I really, really want to visit because the city of love and the other things, it's inside this country. So without taking any further to do, let's just explain the first country, the Mecca or Saudi Arabia. So why Saudi Arabia is great on my own opinion? First, 5 pillars of Islam. If you guys really understand, 5. We got 5 pillars of Islam there. And the last pillar of it is going to visit this holy place. If you guys didn't know, this thing here, the black and golden things here, it's called the Kaaba. So what is Kaaba? Kaaba basically, if you guys really want to know, it's the holiest place on Islam, and Mecca is one of them. It's the place where everyone do something that we call as pilgrimage, or maybe we do tawaf 7 times. Another example why Saudi Arabia going to be great is the building here. As you can see, it's look like some alien stuff. You can see here some bluish things and some fishy things building. I don't know why. Or maybe this thing. I don't know what is this, but this looks cool. And next is the people here. They are good. I have some some story from my parents that when they visit Medina is one of the city on Mecca, and they meet a lot of good guys that sharing maybe like pizza or maybe biryani, these things. This really good food, on my own opinion. I like it. It's like nasi kuning on Indonesia, but it's more Middle East way. There's going to be chicken and the other thing. It's really good. It's not going to be the same as nasi kuning, but it's still good. And next, the king, the prince of Salman. He's a really rich guy until Elon Musk admire him. I've heard some of Elon Musk's podcast, and he claimed that Prince Salman supposed to be the #1 richest man on history with his family, because he didn't believe if Arabian kingdom who is going to be under his level. On Forbes, Arabian family, Prince Arab family, they got around $2 billion value of money. But Elon Musk claimed that they can make more than that, of course, because they control the oil capacity on the world. And next is because the Middle East. Another example why Arab is going to be great is the Middle East. As you can see here, they got a lot of things, start from Mecca, blah, 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 blah. And they got a very different environment with Indonesia. Indonesia is a tropical island, of course, and Middle East is a kind of hot one. Okay, so skip for that. And next country. Ooh, what is this? Oh, the Statue of Liberty. You know what where the Statue of Liberty located? It's going to be at the United States. So I'm really going to pick United States as my second best choice. Even there are going to be a lot of disadvantage of United States. Okay, first, here, we have a lot of things here. First, the NYC or New York City. Sorry if there's going to be a grill there. Okay, thank you for television to censor that. And next, the US dollar. US dollar is the world's most stable currency in this world. Why? Because they hold the power. If you guys know, a lot of country has got some bankruptcy, and they picking US dollar to be their currency. False. Okay, to be their currency. Why? Because US dollar is the really stable currency in this world. And next is one of the university that are really going to be my goal here, MIT. Why I'm picking MIT? Because as I know, and a lot of guys have experience that MIT is the greatest on IT stuff. That's why. And next, bam. So freedom. I'm picking nature because nature looks like a freedom. So USA got tons of freedoms out there. Like maybe guns, or no, guns is the bad things. As example, on Indonesia, we got some heavy tax, but on USA it's more stable. And the other things, okay, USA, freedom on USA, I mean. Okay, import things. On USA, a lot of phones. As example, I mean, because I'm an enthusiasm on technology, US got some really good freedom about those things. And next, fast food. This bad. I really didn't recommend this thing, but they taste really good. Like as you can see here, some burger maybe, or French fries and everything. Next is the amount of people that really interested on online things. So if we going to do some freelance things on there, it's going to be great. Okay. So next. But USA got really one major problem here is by gun. So a lot of case has been experienced on USA, and one of them is school shooter. You know, a lot of guys bring guns everywhere, and they will shoot random people with no reason. As you can see, this man ran for his life. Okay. So next, after the USA, it's going to be another Middle East country. Here, it's going to be the United Emirates Arabs. It's still an Arab country. One of the reasons why I'm picking this, it's going to be about the modern things. I mean, and next is it's the rich man city or maybe place. As you can see here, lots of good guys or maybe high value guy living here. And Burj Khalifa, as you can see, that's cool. Okay, so maybe to make these things faster. And next, they are going to be the first country who innovate the other, or maybe make some innovation here to create an island and not on natural way. So they create some, I don't know what this thing called, but this thing look cool. The Palm Island. And maybe the road map using a sand. That's cool. Okay, so that's all. It's about Burj Khalifa story. So another things why Burj Khalifa or UAE is going to be a great country is because of the no tax. So what is tax? Tax basically on Indonesia is going to be pajak. And a lot of guys really complain about this thing because a lot of country going to have a different tax value. And Burj Khalifa, they choose to be no tax here, so free tax basically. As you can see here, they got free tax elevation, so no tax on that country. That's why a lot of rich men move here. Next, so after UAE, it's going to be the fourth place that I really enjoy to see. It's going to be the France. You know the Eiffel Tower here, the Eiffel Tower. It's a really great place. So France. Why France is going to be the next country that I would like to visit? First, it's about the culture. They got a really good culture there. And maybe the next thing about France, other than culture, the food maybe. I kind of like France food. And next, maybe just skip. So what is this? It's the Mount of Fuji. So Fuji, what makes Fuji special? Of course, because it's located on Japan. And Japan is going to be one of my favorite country. And next, it's going to be the Sakura. You know Sakura, it's really refreshing to see the environment, the environment of Japan. Like you see a lot of pinkish things out there, and that's really unnatural on our eye. Why? Because pink is a rare color. Okay, so skip. Maybe that's all. And thank you guys for watching. That's going to be top 5 country that I would like to visit. And maybe let's close this session of describing country. Okay. Maybe I'm just going to say sorry. I'm Gazwanare Sabrinarto. I apologize if I really do something wrong. I mean, and maybe I cannot do as you guys expected. I'm Gazwanare Sabrinarto. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.